for the fine folks at home here at Absolute Battle 6. Aether versus the one and only bluezaft.
Yeah, bluezaft OG, man. This is one of the guys who's a big inspiration for me for trying to figure out how to play Marth optimally. Like, keeping it simple, keeping it straightforward, and he makes such a great impact. But the reason why his Marth was so good is with minimal tech, he was able to make crazy things happen. And because he plays the player. Now, his Puff follows the same ideology, and in this particular matchup, that is also going to be so much more accentuated because of the volatility that comes back and forth with this. But for 40%, you will be looking for Puff to do these up throws, potentially into rests. And as soon as it gets to the higher percentages, the DI becomes a bit more prominent between the two for Fox. So it becomes a left-right mix-up. They have to kind of guess a bit more. But you're already seeing early examples of why Fox also hates this matchup, because as soon as he gets off stage, if he starts lighting that candle, you're going to see Puff come out there and try to extinguish it very quickly before he gets a chance to get moving.
Yeah, and you saw earlier bluezaft try to go and blow out the candle beforehand, was unable to do so, and he actually ate a lot of percentage for it. Finally does take the stock, but he is one up smash away. There it is. We're down to dead even stocks.
And this is the opposite side of what we're talking about. So while Fox can potentially have that happen to him, was that a phantom rest?
Did he get a phantom rest?
That was a phantom rest. Okay, and then he gets it again. All right,
okay,
yeah,
okay.
all is right in the world.
It's a real rest. Look, that was
that was one of the, I've never seen that before.
In person, anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
You saw Music King do it like twice. And it's so funny.
So weird.
Yo, man, shout out to Homemade Waffles. That's when I would actually shout barnacles.
That's such a
that's a barnacles moment right there.
That's such an odd feeling where it's like, I earned this. Oh God, it's been taken away from me. No, I'm sorry.
Aww.
But this is the, okay, so I was getting back into it. This is the other side of it, which is Puff is extremely light.
Yeah.
It's the, I believe, the lightest character in the game. So when you look at this character, you know that those up smashes that are coming are going to be completely destructive. You can see this character die extremely early percentages, and it doesn't take much. And for a character who, like Fox, who excels at neutral, who excels at being speedy and moving across the stage and building up percentage wherever he wants, you can definitely see KOs just start shedding. But,
yeah.
you know, bluezaft's no stranger to this matchup at all.
This is by no means an easy matchup. Very, very difficult for Puff. But like you said, Puff has those options, right? Those options that can, in some situations, counteract Fox very well. Very well. It's going to be a matter of whether or not bluezaft can really capitalize. He had that flub before, but he doesn't flub capitalize it there. Beautiful F smash on that non-sweet spotted recovery. Going to be setting him up a stock, but in the triple digits, he has to be incredibly cautious. Barely avoids the F smash. Puts on a little bit of percentage with that dare. Probably looking for a grab here. Gets it up throw.
Oh, I expected him to go sharking.
Yeah, you know, he doesn't want to go for the rest there because he knows that the punish would be insane if he whiffs it.
Yeah, but he still would maintain the stock lead. Because look, even if he gets the rest, he up throws, sharks, and then he flubs on the tech that comes afterwards, and then he gets rested, he runs away with the game. And
That's
even
true.
if he messed it up, he comes back, he's still at 0. So he could have gone for it, but the problem is that it you know those moments when you play, you're just like, it didn't feel right. That didn't feel like it was going to work.
Exactly.
Yes, that's the feeling that bluezaft gets because he's playing the player. Ooh, there's the fair. Hold the edge, and that's going to be enough to take it.
Done. Done, done, done. bluezaft. I mean, that was actually a much closer game than I predicted, to be honest.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the nature of bluezaft sometimes is a lot of people would consider him to be one of the best players in our region, but he's not renowned for technical prowess at all.
No.
At all. It's all about how well he can understand the player sitting next to him. And so whenever you play kind of offbeat, kind of wonky, like we've seen from Aether, yes, it can be a little tricky. He's going to be busting out the Marth now. Definitely a better matchup overall than Puff versus Fox. bluezaft, I think this is the right pick for him. He's not necessarily going for against the most technically prowess Fox.
Yeah.
And because of that, I think that his Marth is probably going to be doing a lot of work, especially if his spacing is on point, which it usually is.
So we're seeing a lot of forward smashes from Blue. So that, to me, is like, for me, I jump in my seat every time I see it. I'm like, oh God, no, wait. Because the move is so fantastic when it comes to the actual killing power. However, the recovery on it is so massive. And especially for a character like Fox that can abuse it. He tried going for that hard read, guessing that he would tech in place or potentially tech roll out. Both of them are the same option at that position on the stage. But so there's a trick that I do where you try to down throw, and then use down tilt immediately. And if they tech roll back towards the side, you pivot, grab, and you reset the situations over and over again. But through broad forward smash, it's going to be able to just keep it simple and take it easy and finish them off. Look for, up throws here and looks to see if he can continue to do up air strings. This stage is really good for Marth because he can cover all the platforms so quickly, so easily, between multiple aerials, up tilts, as well as forward smash.
Ooh, doesn't find the forward smash that time after that up throw, and does find a shine off stage waiting for him. And Arizona % Aether is looking really crisp right now.
Now, it's right now Aether is just looking to see what's the safest way I can build percentage. Marth wants to stay at home in the center stage and really try to see if we can look for those hard reads.
Classic bluezaft, classic. He just stood there and he just literally waited. Aether, I think, was expecting the down tilt. That's why he inputted that spot dodge. And look at bluezaft.
He got it.
No, he didn't. Gosh. That's the second time in this set that bluezaft has gone deep trying to get an early KO, and it just has not worked out in his favor.
In those situations, yeah, in those situations, what you want to do is you want to drop down there. You have two options. You drop down there, side B or fair, or you jump down there, do reverse up B, and catch him with that sweet spot.
That's 3 options, Neptune.
Sorry.
I've been counting.
I've been counting.
1 option. Okay, enough Sesame Street references. We're down to last stock here on game number 2.
Ooh, he puts him on the platform. This is exactly where Foxes don't want to be. Usually massive punishment comes from there, but Aether doing a good job of avoiding it. Second of that nair, puts him in position outside. There's the forward smash, holds onto the edge. Missing up on the neutral B. Catching with that forward up tilt. Here it is, waiting again. There it is, blows out the candle.
Oh, nice. Weaving back to get on Randall, but the down tilt's waiting for
it.
Forwarder connects, and bluezaft takes that 2-0. But man, that was super close.
Yeah.
That was really close, especially from a player like Aether, who honestly I don't really know of. I haven't seen him that often at some of our local tournaments. I'm not sure how long he's been playing the game for, but putting on a performance like that, not too shabby.
He does.
Not too shabby.
Fantastic against him. Great Fox. I want to see more of it. Come hang out at some T-Lock events. I want to see how you do, man.
Very cool. Very cool.